Botchamania. Jesus.
Undeterred by gravity is JohnLee Kirk. Now, I'm getting up there in age. I think the kids call that drip that he brought to the ring with him. All right, security guy, don't try that on. That's not for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Clunk, Omar Jamal back here for the second half of Rage in the Cage 2026. And this, a grudge match of epic proportions. The jawing already going on as Michael Anthony, the Juggernaut, and the ultimate JohnLee Kirk slugging it out. No love lost here, and JohnLee Kirk, despite the near 100-pound weight disadvantage, going right at...
God, he bounced off of him.
Going right at a brick wall, more or less. That T-shirt that Michael Anthony was wearing, so I see it said Gold Standard. That's the I guess that's the stable name that we're going with for him and Stellman, because Stellman also had the Gold Standard stamp of approval on his shirt. Michael Anthony having a big night here.
Yeah, constantly recruiting. We saw him walk off earlier tonight with JMD. I don't know if he's going to be part of that faction as well, but the Gold Standard seems to be what he's building. But right now, the Juggernaut is having his way with a very oh my gosh, JohnLee Kirk stopping in his tracks, and they're trading shots in the center of the ring.
That one rocked Michael Anthony. Caught him stumbling, leapfrog. Whoa, drop kick.
Nice drop kick off the ropes there. Kirk getting it back in.
Still not off his feet as Michael Anthony eats a super kick. And it was on social media where JohnLee Kirk said, I'm not locked in the cage with you. You're locked in the cage with me. And I'm going to do things to you that people only see in horror movies. I mean, so he's very, very confident, but right now it looks like it's a test of survival, because he's finally got Michael Anthony off of his feet momentarily.
Oh no, now he's going to try something that I don't think anyone should try, is to lift that big Leviathan in the center of the ring. That's not going to happen.
There's that 100-pound weight disadvantage that I mentioned earlier. And Michael Anthony, in his fourth Rage in a Cage appearance, is once again asserting his dominance.
You said fourth?
Fourth, yes.
I think I remember his first appearance, and every time I see him, whether it's backstage or outside in the street, I'm just amazed by his size, his sheer intensity.
Oh yeah, we thought, oh yeah, they got a really impressive security guard outside the ring, and then little did we know, Hero Napier had recruited him to become the force that he would become, and one of the longest reigning EWA heavyweight champions of all time.
Huge scoop slam by the juggernaut. JohnLee Kirk is in a world of pain right now.
Yeah. It's at June 28th, back at the now Catch Point Baltimore, formerly known as Pain Factory. There was a #1 contendership battle royal. Michael Anthony was well on his way to dominating that battle royal, as he does most other battle royals. And JohnLee Kirk came along and did the unthinkable. He eliminated Michael Anthony from that battle royal to win it. And shades of the late, great British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith.
He's motioning to the crowd for their applause during his suplex.
Held him up for a good 10-12 seconds. And all that blood just rushing to the cranium of JohnLee Kirk. The cover, only a 2. Both men had a second opportunity at a #1 contendership at Evolution in September. And they both got in each other's way, ended up brawling to the back and essentially taking themselves out of that match. And
now you see here, most people would call that in wrestling a rest hold, but that's a submission because he's grinding your clavicle, your collarbone, right into your sternum.
That is not a massage, ladies and gentlemen.
Those big meat hooks are just grinding, just putting punishment on JohnLee Kirk.
He is digging those fingernails into the traps, the neck, and but JohnLee Kirk surprising just about everyone by powering his way out of this. Despite the 100-pound weight disadvantage, he is a very well put together individual.
Well, the Ultimate is no slouch in that ring, that's for sure. Off the ropes, here comes the Ultimate. Big lariat. Budges him about a couple millimeters, now a couple inches.
He doesn't look like he has that much of a weight disadvantage or size disadvantage, so
he's using momentum on his side. Speed, momentum, and just a sheer will.
Throwing everything into those blows that he can. And now, loading up the boot, perhaps. Got him in his sights.
Oh, stopped him in his tracks.
And a double shot to the gut.
JohnLee Kirk was setting him up. Looked like a shining wizard, but no.
Jumping enziguri.
Momentum shifting back and forth. Big attempt at a splash here. Nobody home, but
JohnLee Kirk caught himself, though. He didn't take the full brunt of that. And now, whoa! Corkscrew, whisper in the wind. The cover, 1, 2, only a 2. The leg caught Michael Anthony on the top of the head. Oh!
That was a huge European uppercut in the dead center of the ring.
And now, JohnLee Kirk getting hoisted up for a big, menacing power slam. The cover, 1, 2, and 3.
That's going to do it.
Well, folks, JohnLee Kirk gave it his all. Anybody with 2 eyes could see that, but in the end, the dominance of the juggernaut inside the cage once again comes about, and Michael Anthony is
with the sound cutting off Michael Anthony. He's not too pleased with that.
I mean, you won. He won. Michael Anthony won the match.